Dirty Noel, I'm not even trying to make Manny out to be a world beater. I'm trying to have him be a decent coach. Miami went backwards this year. Miami did worse. Like, what are we talking about? I'm not even saying that Miami should be undefeated. I'm saying that Miami did not live up to the standard. Okay? And I know that you're a Florida State person. You don't know what standards are, but I'm here to tell you about them. It is where you look for wins and you chase those exclusively. Okay? Miami was 7-5 last year, and Manny Diaz came in here with the bravado of life saying that 7-5 is bullshit and that's not good enough. And that's why I'm firing all the offensive staff effective immediately, because we're going to be better. The offense was worse. The record was worse. I'm not even trying to say Miami should or be world beaters. Miami has the talent to compete for championships. Miami's one of 14 teams with a blue chip ratio over 50%, just like you guys. You should be better too. I'm not saying it should be a world beater, but it is not ridiculous for me to sit here and say that Miami should clearly, every single time that they hit the field, beat Florida International. They should have beaten this Duke team. They should have beaten this Georgia Tech team. That's 9-3 right there. If you don't spot Virginia Tech 28-0 in the first quarter on 4 turnovers on the first 13 snaps, and I went back and I counted the snaps to be sure that I was quoting it right, then you win that game and you're at 10-2. You don't blow a coverage on 4th and 17 against North Carolina, and you're 11-1. The margins are small, and I'm not even saying that all of those things should have come to pass, but they very reasonably could have, even in his first year. But he came in here saying that things were going to be different, and he came in as defensive coordinator and said that things, Manny Diaz that is, and he said things were going to be different on defense. And how were they different? Miami got to the top of the rankings in every good category: points allowed, yards allowed, tackles for loss, sacks, havoc rate, all of those things on defense immediately after Manny Diaz got here and said that he was going to fix things. Why then should I not have believed that he was going to improve the overall record for this team? Not to 12-0, but to improve on 7-5. But instead of that, the offense that he derided from previous did worse this year with his hand-picked, hand-selected staff, and the record was worse also. I'm not crazy for that, and I'm not thinking that he should be a world beater.
I've always thought it would be a fascinating experiment. It's never going to happen because of the obvious, but to take whoever you think is the best coach in the country, or, you know, there's not necessarily a best coach in the country. There's a collection of 5 or 10, whatever you want to do, but take those guys that you just, you know, when they go somewhere, Urban Meyer, Nick Saban, now Dabo Swinney. Well, although he hasn't proven it at multiple places, but Meyer and Saban come to mind, of course, having done it at multiple places. The type guys that just, you know, you go to the program and you just assume you're going to win a national championship because they've done it everywhere. That if it would be just a phenomenal experiment if, you know, those guys messing up my shots. If those guys just, you know, we were able to just to do an experiment, say Urban Meyer, go coach Kansas next year. Nick Saban's going to coach Oregon State, and let's see how they turn out. It would just be I think it would just be fascinating to see what would happen.
It would be an interesting thought experience to do something like that, yeah. But I think that both of those places, those coaching staffs, even in remote locations that have not been good at football, are better. You know, they're taking steps along the right path.